In this video, we will continue with the rocker assembly. So the last video, we created the drive link, rocker link, center link, and peg 10. In this video, we'll start with peg 15, and then we'll do the web plate, and then we'll begin the assembly process, time permitting, in this video. We have 15 minutes per video. So here is peg 10. Now we're going to create peg 15. So I'm going to do it by doing a save as to the peg 10 to make a copy of it and then editing it. You could also just create a new part file as well. So I'm going to do file, save as, and I'm going to make a copy of the peg 10, but name this one peg 15. And I'm going to just edit the extrusion to be 15. Change up the color just so it's a little different, and rename the project under iProperties. So we'll save that one, and we're done with that part. So we're going to do a new standard metric part, and now we're going to do the web plate. Web plate's the most complicated of the parts, but it's not that bad. So we are going to draw this part, and we're going to begin by drawing this triangular shape right here. So it's 80 high, 80 wide, and then create the hypotenuse. And then once we have that, we're going to create the outside portions over here, like you can imagine a little triangle right here and a little inside triangle, by doing the offset feature. I'm not sure if we've done offset feature, but it essentially takes a geometry and then creates a parallel geometry to it. It offsets it a set distance. So we're going to offset that triangle that we create by 6 on each side. So we're going to create it. We're going to do a line going up 80, and then another line 80, and then we'll connect them. And now we're going to do the offset. So I'm going to hit offset, and watch how easy this is. I'm going to click this whole triangle because it connects them all when it's an offset, because it's an entire geometric shape. And then if I want to go inside, I'll hit enter 6, or I can go in the other direction, 6 to the outside. I'm going to want both. So I'm going to do 6, and then I'm going to do it again. Click the inside one, and then create a more inside one, and then do 6. I'm not going to delete this yet because I'm going to need it for these points over here. So now let's create this circle over here. I see a large circle right here with a radius of 15 for both of them. So a circle with that point right there. And if the radius is 15, diameter is obviously 30. 30, 30. And over here, it's going to be a fillet with a radius of 10. Okay. And then we have a bunch of these small circles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small circles. And they all have a diameter of 5. Oh, it says right here. 7 holes, diameter of 5 per. So let's create them. I'm just going to start by putting it right on the y-axis, diameter of 5. And I'm going to just kind of put the 7 out here, and then I'll worry about locating them after. So I'm going to just make sure it's on this line. I have one that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And then 5 and 5. Okay, and this one right here, well, let's start with this one right here, is located 30 from the center of this point right here, and then this one is 26 from the other one. So we'll go over to dimension and say the center of this circle to the point right here is 30. And the distance from center to center for right here to right here is, I believe it was 26. I have awful short-term memory. Okay. This one is 40 from the top, and then this one's 40 from the bottom. So you'll notice that when you do the dimension, it's gonna want to give you either the vertical distance or the horizontal distance. I actually want neither of these, right? I don't want it to be 40 from here nor 40 from here. So what I want to do is I actually want to get the actual like hypotenuse difference. That's called aligned. So you have to change the dimension type to be aligned. So if you right click, I'm still in dimension, right click, and then it gives you the options for forcing it to be a vertical dimension. Now it won't give me any horizontal. I can make it horizontal, now it won't give me a vertical. And then the last one is aligned. Aligned gives you the actual like crow's path dimension. So that one is the one I want to be 40. Same with right here. From here to here, I want to right click and hit aligned if you can't have it give you that option. Okay, good. Now we have the bottom ones, which is 30 and 26, and then 20. And then this one's 4 from the bottom. So we'll do all three. So 30, 26, 24. Help me remember that. Oh, did I hit it? So hit escape, I don't know what I hit. Dimension from here to here is 30. Here to here is 26. Here to here is 20. And then here to here was 4. Right? It's kind of close. Okay, good. Now I see that we have a few fillets on the inside. These appear, let's see, what's the radius of that? Oh, right here. All fillets and rounds r equals 3. So we have a bunch of these fillets over here, and they're all r equals 3. And then over here, this isn't a fillet, this is actually a circle. And then these are fillets. So there's a circle of r equals 15, and the center of it appears to be the center of this point right there. So I'm going to create a circle right here, and I'm going to tell it that the diameter is 30 because r was 15. Okay, this is going to be the trickiest part of the entire part, in my opinion, is now we are going to have to go a little trim happy. And there's a lot to trim, and it's easy to miss something or trim the wrong thing. So I'm going to delete these inside 3 lines, like the first triangle that we created, and then I'm going to try to trim. Only what's needed to be trimmed. Okay. Now, sometimes if you can trim something, it's because there's nothing to trim, so you just can delete it. Like this, I can just delete this. Oh. Also, this gave me fits the first time I drew this part. It looks like we're good, right? But if you zoom in, there's these little... gotta make sure you delete those parts. Same with the bottom. It looks like you might be good with the trim, but there's a little guy over here that you have to make sure you delete. Okay, what is next? We have to add these holes right here, diameter of 10, diameter of 10, and then do the fillets. Diameter of 10, diameter of 10, hit escape, and now we'll do a bunch of fillets with a r equals 3. Is that all then? I guess so. So does that look like what we have? I guess so. All right, cool. So we're going to now change the material, change the color so it's something we haven't done yet, and then change the description and the part number and save it. So we're going to use that steel again. well, first we have to extrude it. I should start with that before I talk about the following steps. We'll extrude it and make that go out 10. And then we're going to change the material to some kind of steel. Probably should be consistent with which steel you choose. I don't care which steel you use, but try and use it for all of them. And then change the material. Why is it giving me this? I can't even read it. What the heck? I can't read that. There we go. I don't know what that was about. Let's choose, I don't really care what color. Did I already do a gold? I think I did a yellow. Again, I'm wasting time right now. So, okay. And then we're going to go to eye properties. Under project. The part number was AM31122B. Make it all caps. And we'll make the description web plate. And we'll do file, save as, web plate. Okay, so now we have, once I hit OK or save, we'll have all 6 parts created. And let's stop for this video, and then we'll do the whole assembly in the next video. So I'm gonna end it here, and then we'll continue for part 3.